Welcome to Embracing Love. We'll start today with a meditation. So we can close our eyes, start to settle into our seats, feeling our bodies, being aware of our bodies. Let's start with a deep cleansing breath. So we'll inhale fully, feeling our chest expand. And then exhale, letting go of the day we just had, letting go of thoughts, letting go of stress. Let's do that one more time. Inhaling, filling the lungs with air. And then exhale, letting go of stress, letting go of tension, letting go of all the busyness of our lives. So let's start to settle into our bodies, feel our bodies. Let's bring our attention up to the crown of our heads, very tip of the head. Let's imagine feeling a relaxing, calming sensation starting at that tip of the head, starting to the crown of the head, and starting to spread out along the top of our head, moving down over the curve of the skull, relaxing in the head, relaxing the sides of the head, the back of the head. And feel that relaxation spread into the forehead, onto the eyebrows, and the eyes, the eyelids, the cheeks, nose, lips, mouth, teeth, your tongue, your jaw. Maybe wiggle the jaw back and forth, allow the jaw there to relax. Feel the ears relax, the back of the head, side of the head. Let's scrunch up the face and then allow the face to relax fully. Now imagine that relaxation spreading down into the throat, into the neck, allowing the front of the neck to relax, the sides of the neck, the back of the neck. Let it all relax. Let all that tension drain out of the neck. Now moving our awareness down into the shoulders. Let's roll the shoulders up to the ears and down and back. Feeling that wave of relaxation spreading into the shoulders, allowing the shoulders to remain soft and relaxed. And feel that calming sensation spreading into the collarbones, into the shoulder blades, to the outside of the shoulders, into the armpits, outside of the arms, the back of the arms, biceps, the triceps. Let's squeeze those big upper arm muscles and allow them to relax completely. Allowing that relaxation now to spread down into the elbows, to the crease of the elbow, bony part of the back of the elbow, inside and outsides of the elbow. Let it all relax. And feeling that calming sensation moving down into the forearms. Those forearm muscles on the front and the back and the inside. Let's clench those forearms and allow them to relax completely. Now feeling the wrists, allowing the wrists to relax, the inside of the wrist, the outside of the wrist. Now allowing the hands to relax, the back of the hands, palm of the hands, the thumb, finger pads, the knuckles. Let's wiggle all the fingers, noticing each individual finger, feeling the tips of all the fingers. Then allow the fingers to relax, allow the hands to relax completely. Now noticing relaxation in our chest, collarbones, shoulder blades, the bottom of the shoulder blades, that space in between the shoulder blades. Feeling the ribs relax, sides of the ribs, the back of the ribs. Allowing even the lungs to relax, the heart to relax on the inside. And then allowing that relaxation to move down into the abdomen, allowing the internal organs to all relax, kidneys, the liver, stomach, intestines, letting everything relax. Feeling the abdomen relax, the sides of the abdomen, back of the abdomen, the lower back, the lumbar spine. Let's squeeze those abdominal muscles, allow them to relax completely. Now feeling the hips relaxing, the sides of the hips, the crease on the front, the back of the hips, bottom of the hips, connecting us to our seat, allowing them all to relax. Now noticing the upper legs, big quadriceps muscles, the hamstrings on the bottom, the inner thighs, the outer thighs. Let's contract those big upper leg muscles and allow them to relax completely. Allowing that calming, soothing sensation to spread down the upper legs into the knees. Feeling our knees relax, the inside, the outside, the kneecap, the crease on the inside of the knee. Maybe you feel fabric bunched up in between your legs. Allowing the lower legs to relax, feeling the shin bone, calf muscles, sides of the lower legs. Let's squeeze those lower leg muscles, allow them to relax fully. Allowing the ankles to relax. The bony part on the inside and outside of the ankles, the top of the ankle, the Achilles tendon in the back, heel, bottom of the heel, arch of the foot, tops of the feet, balls of the feet, coming down into the toes. Let's wiggle those toes, noticing each individual toe. Be feeling your socks, the fabric of your socks rustling against your toes. And let's allow those feet to relax completely. Let's take one more of those deep, relaxing breaths. Inhaling, feeling the chest rise with the breath. And as you exhale, feel a big wave of relaxation washing from the top of your head all the way down through your head, through your chest, through your legs, down through your feet. Washing away all stress, all tension. Do that one more time. Inhaling, filling the lungs with clean, nourishing air. And exhaling, allowing relaxation to cascade down the body, washing away all negativity, anything that doesn't serve you, let it all wash out of your body down to the ground. Now, let's sit here for a few minutes in this full body awareness, feeling relaxation of the body, allowing any sounds to arise and pass away, any sensations in the body, just allow them to arise and pass away. Any thoughts in the mind, allow them to just arise and then pass away, returning to this calm stillness. And as we're sitting here in this state of body awareness, I invite you to bring your hands up to your face, anywhere, touch your face anywhere. Just explore your face, just feel your face, feel your forehead, feel your eyebrows, feel your nose. Maybe put your hands on your cheeks and say, you can either say aloud or just think in your head, you can say, this is my face. I love my face. And bring your hands to the side of your head, maybe explore the side of your head, the back of your head, the top of your head. And then bring your hands to your head and say, this is my head. I love my head. Now, maybe bring your hands down to the neck, just feeling your neck, noticing your neck. And then placing your hands on your neck, say, this is my neck. I love my neck. Now, bringing your hands to your shoulders, exploring the shoulders, collarbones, maybe the backs of the shoulders. And placing your hands on your shoulders, you can say, these are my shoulders. I love my shoulders. And moving down, exploring the arms, feeling the upper arms, the elbows, forearms. You can grab your arms and say, these are my arms. I love my arms. And maybe bring your hands to your chest, feeling your ribs, feeling your body. And maybe place your hands on your chest and say, this is my chest. I love my chest. Maybe moving down to stomach, abdomen, sides. Maybe allow your hands to rest on your abdomen and say, this is my abdomen. I love my abdomen. Now exploring the legs, feeling the big thigh muscles, the knees, lower legs. And coming into stillness and saying, these are my legs, I love my legs. Finally ending with the feet, exploring the feet, the tops of the feet, arches, the heel, the toes. And then grabbing the feet and say, these are my feet, I love my feet. Now let's deepen our inhales. Bring our awareness back into this present moment. When you're ready, you can open your eyes and rejoin us. So how's everyone doing? Oh, hi, Maria. Glad you can make it.
Yeah, sorry, we were doing a school event with trunk or treat, so we're late. I'm late.
No problem. Glad to see you. Glad you can make it. So how was that exercise of loving the body?
Good.
Yeah, it's a little weird, a little awkward sometimes. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I adapted that from an exercise in a book called Waking the Tiger, Healing Trauma by Peter Levine. I don't know if any of you have heard of that book. So it's an interesting book about healing trauma. And he had an exercise in there just about, getting to know our body, getting back in touch with the body, just feeling our body. I added the part about loving the body, of course. But I think it struck me as a really interesting exercise. Because I mean, when's the last time you really explored your body like that? Just noticed how your body feels.
Never, because society teaches us to always be unhappy. So we buy more stuff like, oh, your feet are too big or too little, or you need to buy these shoes or whatever.
Yeah, or you're supposed to look a certain way, your body's supposed to look a certain way, or yeah.
You're supposed to hate it in general, regardless of
Right. That's the messages we receive from TV and culture. Yeah. Because the more you hate your body, then the more you need to buy stuff to make it better. Yeah, so I thought that was a really interesting way to just like reconnect with our bodies, show our bodies some love. But was that challenging for anyone? No, just good. Yeah, for you, Maria. Yeah, it's totally understandable. I mean, yeah, that's I think I invite you to try that on your own sometimes. I mean, this video, and we did that last week as well, and that video is on the website. So maybe just try it sometimes, check in, show your body some love. Bodies need love. So how's everyone doing?
Good.
Hanging in there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hanging by a thread.
Oh no.
Yeah, I've been struggling this week. I don't know why. It just seems like there's lots of intense emotion out there. Yeah. So any before I start talking, any questions or comments or concerns? No? Cool. So I had the idea I had to talk about today was, I'm calling it Loving the World One Smile at a Time. So last week, I think only Maria was here, but last week I talked about my experience at that festival I went to, the Star Vibes Campout. And
cool.
while I was there, I conducted a little experiment. So I decided ahead of time, I was just going to love everyone I met and greet everyone I met with love and openness and acceptance. And it led to a lot of positive experiences. And I had an amazing time at the festival. And because, well, it's an environment like that, people are really receptive to that, because a lot of people are in altered states of consciousness, and it's not like the real world. It's not, because I think in the real world, it's much harder to greet everyone with love. I mean, I still struggle with it. I try sometimes, but I still forget sometimes for, get sucked back into my regular way of my old way of relating to the world, where when I meet someone new, I kind of start off with a little bit of suspicion, evaluating, can I trust this person? Am I going to get along with them? Are they going to understand me? Or really, I still, the big thing I'm fighting from my youth and childhood is, if I be myself around this person, are they going to make fun of me? And so I still revert to that when I'm not fully mindful. But even so, I mean, trying to go out in the world, go in the real world, and try to love everyone, accept everyone, that's a tall order, right? I can understand that's like a big jump. And so a way to kind of ease into that, or a smaller step to take towards that, is to just smile at people you see out in the world. Random strangers you see in the store, people, like I go walking a lot at the Arcata Marsh near here, and there's quite a few people on those trails. And so lately I've been experimenting with everyone I see, just smiling at them, or maybe saying hi as well. Because when I used to, I've always done a lot of hiking, and when I used to hike, I used to kind of have the strategy of when I'm coming up to someone on the trail and we're passing each other, I would kind of like furtively glance at them and see if they're looking at me. And maybe if they make eye contact, if they smile, I would smile back, or if they say hi, I'll say hi back. But I always used to be kind of a little bit standoffish at first and just kind of react to what they were doing. But lately I've been adopting the chance, or the attitude of, I'm going to be the one that smiles first, and I'm going to be the one that says hi first. And so I see this sometimes, coming up on someone, and I'm looking at them, and sometimes they'll look at me, and then I'll say hi and smile. And then some people they start off, they're kind of neutral, right, expressionless. And then when I say hi, then their face lights up and they say hi as well. And it's a nice experience. Some people, when I say hi, they're just kind of like a little surprised, they don't really say anything, and that's cool too. So this is, and well, some people, I'd say probably at least half people, like, don't even make eye contact, and that's kind of sad. And I think it's kind of sad that, because there's quite a few people on those trails, so I guess it's understandable. Like it's kind of a hassle to try to smile at everyone, say hi to everyone. I mean, we're busy, right? We got places to be. We're on a walk, got to get some exercise. Can't be smiling at people, But it's kind of heartbreaking that, and even walking around the city streets here, that most people on the city streets here in Arcata, very few people make eye contact. Most people are like looking down, focused on where they're going. And I guess because I'm not sure why, but there's but people also often seem kind of unhappy when they're walking. A lot of people I pass, they're kind of focused, looking down on their mission to get somewhere. And so I still try to look at people, and if they make eye contact, then I'll smile and say hi. And so it's a way to just kind of go through life, bringing a little bit more love into the world, And I know when I was on the receiving end, when I was going through life and reacting to people, it was nice when people smiled at me and said hi to me. I always thought that was nice. And so now I like the idea that I'm the one bringing that niceness to other people. And so it's just a little small way that we can bring more love into the world. So I mean, imagine if everyone walked around smiling at each other. And some places are like this. When I lived, the small towns I lived in Costa Rica, everyone there smiled at each other and said hi to each other and made eye contact and gave genuine smiles and genuine greetings to each other. So it is possible. It's really nice. It makes you feel less alone, less lonely in the world. People are just smiling and happy. And so, yeah, it's kind of heartbreaking here in this. I mean, I live in a pretty small town. I'm not sure what the population is, but it's probably less than 10,000 people. But it's still a lot of people here. I guess it's enough of a city that people have that natural suspicion of other people. And it's just kind of sad that that's our state of being, that when we're around people, because when you hear about like how many people are lonely in the world, how many people are sad in the world, and yet we're all surrounded by people. But for some reason, we feel like we can't connect to those people that are around us because like we're not allowed to for some reason. And so I'm just trying to kind of change that a little bit, just trying to bring love into all of my interactions with people just by smiling, just by saying hi. Because I know it's a big ask to like open your heart to strangers and walk around with an open heart and loving everyone and accepting everyone. I mean, I understand that's a big change, and being a big change in attitude. So I invite all of you, just maybe if you think about it, next time you're out in public, just smile at some random people, see what it's like. And if you forget, that's fine. I still forget sometimes, but just next time you're out in public, just think about smiling at some random person, or in a store. In clerks, oftentimes in clerks at a grocery store or whatever, where we're kind of trained that it's kind of sad that since capitalism dominates how we interact with people, there's kind of like, it's supposed to be a business transaction, right? You're supposed to be professional and just like get business done, especially people are busy, so you don't want to take up too much time. So you're just supposed to like, buy your stuff, get through the line so the next person can get through. But I invite you to just consider, if the clerk looks at you, sometimes the clerks don't even make eye contact with you, but if a clerk does make eye contact with you, smile at them, say hi, say, how are you doing? It's just, I think those little small gestures are how we can all bring more love into the world, how we can little by little start to make the world a happier, more loving place.
I think it's really important. I think also, I'm a teacher, and it's not like a personal thing when somebody says hi and somebody doesn't say hi back. I would say only about half of the kids respond to a hello. I know some of them are kind of zoned out. Some of them are extremely introverted and they don't talk. They don't like to talk. And some of them just don't know how to say hello back. So sometimes, if there's a kid I'm trying to sort of bring out of their shell, I'll say hello again, but a little bit louder, like they didn't hear me. And then sometimes that'll elicit a response, but I don't push them.
Yeah. And it's, you don't have to make people uncomfortable. Well, I got this idea from the yoga teacher training last year, because they took us on several hikes. And I don't know if you guys, or Cindy, I don't know if you were around Nick while we were hiking, MC Yogi, but whenever he came across someone, he greeted everyone on the trails like it was a long lost friend that he hasn't seen in a long time. He'd be like, hey, how's it going? And, some people would be like, kind of startled.
They're trying to figure out how they know him, because people don't normally say hello like that.
Right. Yeah. And so, but he was, very enthusiastic about it. So that's kind of my inspiration for this. I'm not there yet where I can be as enthusiastic as he is.
I seriously just thought he knew absolutely everybody that lived there. So whenever he did that, I was like, well, I guess he knows them too.
Well, he does know a lot of people in that area, but just from how some people react, it's kind of clear that they're like, who is this person saying hi to me? Yeah, but it's a different way to approach the world, and just a different way to think about how we interact with all these miraculous humans that we're surrounded by.
You know what I've noticed down here in the South, like smiling at people is pretty normal. Like that's like the default, really, like, no, even if you don't know them, just smile as you pass. But what I've noticed is since COVID, people aren't doing it anymore. And
really?
That's sad. Like that normally there's like always eye contact if you're walking by people in your neighborhood, goes by and you smile, wave. And it just like since COVID, that's super declined. Like people don't interact outside,
That's sad. Yeah. Yeah, and I wonder.
Definitely taking a toll. Yeah, because I have the most immature 9th grade English classes ever. They're coming in at like mid 7th grade level. So, and so instead of eye contact, I like wave at people in the hallway. I still make eye contact, but you can't smile. So I'm like waving or doing some sort of like excessive eyebrow movement or something.
Right.
We're masking.
Yeah. Yeah, it is harder with the masks, definitely. I think there's some celebrity that talks, I can't remember, she had a term for it, when you smile so much that your eyes smile.
Yeah, Tyra Banks smiles. She would say smiles at least, or maybe somebody else.
I think so yeah, that's been in the COVID days. That's another thing about smile so much that they can see it in your eyes. Yeah. Cool. So any other thoughts on that idea?
Try to bring it back down here, I reckon.
I like that idea, and I'm going to meet even more people with random exuberance.
Yeah, I think it's even if some people like seem like they don't react well to it, I think it affects them in a positive way. And it's just a way that we can all do a little bit to make the world a happier place. Cool. All right, so let's meditate again. So we can close our eyes. Once more, settle into our seats. I'm aware of our bodies. Feel our feet connecting us to the ground, hips connecting us to our seat. Let's roll those shoulders up to our ears and down and back again, allowing them to remain soft, relaxed. So this is going to be a healing meditation. It's a variation on the Samavriti breathing technique that I do a lot. So we'll start off the same. Start off by inhaling to a count of 5 and exhaling to a count of 5. So we'll all start together. Let's start by exhaling to clear the lungs of air. And let's inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. And exhale, 2, 3, 4. So continue that pattern on your own. Inhaling, 2, 3, 4, 5. And exhale, 2, 3, 4. Now as you inhale, imagine you're breathing energy up from the spine to the top of the head. And as you exhale, imagine that energy just trickling down through your entire body, bringing healing, love, warmth to your entire body. And then inhale, breathing that energy in, up the spine. And then exhale, letting that energy, letting that love spread down the entire body, bringing healing and compassion to your entire body. Inhaling, breathing the energy up the spine. And exhale, spreading that healing energy out down the entire body. Inhale, breathing up the energy. You can also, on the exhale, if you want, just focus it on one particular part of the body. If there's one spot that needs more healing, needs more love, you can focus on that one spot. So we're inhaling, 2, 3, 4. And exhale, allowing that healing energy spread down through our entire body. So continue that visualization on your own for a few minutes as we sit here. When you're ready, allow your breath to return to a normal pace. Allow the breath to come naturally. Start to bring your awareness back into this moment. When you're ready, you can open your eyes and rejoin us. So how was that exercise? Any comments, any questions?
Nice. Really nice.
Yeah, cool. Thumbs up from Maria. Yeah, I like, it's a nice, gentle, healing meditation. I think there is some power to that healing, just bringing attention to the body to help it heal. I think a lot of disease comes from just being disconnected from our bodies. I know when I was, this is probably in my early 30s, so like 10 years ago, at one point I was sitting in work in a meeting, and I stood up from this meeting and my foot was numb. Like the side and back of my foot was numb, and it stayed numb like for days. Like, and I mean, it never, it just stayed numb. I went to the doctor and he sent me to a foot specialist, and the doctor had an MRI done. And I was kind of worried because there's a history of MS in my family, multiple sclerosis, and that starts with like numbness and tingling. So I was pretty worried about this numbness in my foot. But so I went to the doctor and he did an MRI in my foot, and they didn't find anything. I guess they can identify those early signs with an MRI. They can identify the lesions on the nerves, but he didn't find anything physically there. But at that time, that was before I got into yoga, and I was, for exercise, I was just exercising in the little fitness room of my apartment building. So it was like a real crummy little fitness room. There was like 2 treadmills and a elliptical trainer and like one of those universal weight machines, and a Stairmaster. And so just like every day I was just doing those aerobic exercises, like on the treadmill and the elliptical, and I like the Stairmaster a lot for some reason. But I think just in my life at that point, I was just going to work during the day and sitting in meetings all day, and then only doing these fitness machines, which I guess are better than nothing. But I really think it was those fitness machines, like just moving my feet in those rote movements, and those repetitive motions. I think I just got disconnected. Like my foot got disconnected from my consciousness, kind of from the rest of me. And I think that's why it went numb. It wasn't until I was in a yoga class, like that was right around when I started doing yoga. I remember at one point we were in Warrior 3. So for those of you not familiar with yoga, that's where you're balancing on one foot and you're tipped forward so that the torso is heading forward and the other leg is sticking straight back. And the instructor was saying, push back with that back heel, feel into that heel. And that's where I from that yoga pose and from trying to feel into that heel, that's where I reconnected with my foot. And at that point, the numbness went away, because I feel like that's when I reconnected and re-energized my foot. And I feel like yoga kind of healed me in that way. And, the doctor had no idea what was going on, and he gave me some orthotic foot, or, the things that go in your feet, and he made them custom to my feet, or they go in your shoes. It's supposed to help posture, and told me orthotics, yeah, and told me to get new shoes and stuff like that. But the doctor had no idea what was going on, no idea how to fix it. But I really think it was yoga that healed that and stopped that from getting worse. I mean, who knows? It probably could have gotten worse. But so I think there's something to be said about just connecting with our bodies and feeling into our bodies. And I think so much the lives that we're forced to lead, working in an office, that we just, it's easy to get disconnected from our bodies. And I think that's what can lead to a lot of disease. So I feel like, I guess I know for you yogis, this is nothing new for you, but yeah, I think there's something to be said about just bringing healing attention to all parts of our body. I think it can help.
You read The Five Elements by Charles Moss?
No, I don't think I've heard that.
He's a doctor, and his big thing is talking about what element you might be dominant or not, but your adaptation types due to stress and the amount of cortisol your body releases. And it talks about how every different medical condition can come from that, depending on what element you were dominant in or you're maladapted to due to your stress response. So it's the same type of thing, but just really more based on stress. And if you can find those things and then be aware of it and adapt to it better, then you can prevent a lot of diseases or help to heal. Same type of idea.
Yeah. It's called The Five Elements.
Mm-hmm.
What's the author's name again?
Charles Moss.
Charles Moss.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, that's going to go on my reading list. Cool. Yeah, I think especially for chronic illnesses, I mean, I don't think anyone will argue that Western medicine really struggles with chronic illness, with chronic diseases. I mean, Western medicine is really good about trauma, like physical trauma, like broken bones and things like that. That's where Western medicine does well. But when it comes to those long-term things like cholesterol and anything where it's just the body gets out of balance, and our Western medicine really struggles with bringing the body into balance. So we just try to focus on the symptoms and add more drugs in there, and then it just throws the body further out of whack, or just start cutting stuff and trying to, just feel like it just starts throwing the body out of whack, and then it's harder for the body to get back into balance. Yeah. All right, so we're running out of time. I'm going to do one more meditation. I've got another new technique I've been working on. All right, so let's close our eyes, settle into our bodies once more. Feel our shoulders, feel our torsos, feel our legs, feel our feet, feel our arms or hands. So this is another breathing focused practice. So for this one, we'll do what's sometimes called the fourfold breath. It's also called box breathing. So we'll inhale to a count of 4, hold it for a count of 4, then exhale for a count of 4, and then hold the exhale for a count of 4. And if you struggle in those holding ones, it's okay. You can breathe earlier. You can exhale earlier, inhale early. It's okay if you don't hold that for the full 4, but we'll start off just counting it out by 4s. So we'll start off just with the breath. And again, let's all start by exhaling, clear air from the lungs. So we'll inhale, 2, 3, 4, exhale and hold it, 2, 3, 4, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, and hold the exhale, 2. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3. Exhale, 2, hold. Now on the inhale, imagine you're breathing love into your body. And on the hold, just feel that love, that warm, loving sensation shining in your body. And then in the exhale, imagine you're pushing that love out of your body, out through your head, out through your arms, out through every single pore of your body. And then on the hold, imagine feeling that love around your body and your aura. So inhale, breathing love into the body. Maybe you see it as that swirling pastel rainbow, pinks and purples, and then hold it, see your body shining with love, feel that warmth and healing. Then exhale, push it out of the body, out of the head, out of the arms, out of the legs. And then hold the exhale and feel or visualize the love all around your body, like your aura, like your subtle energy body. Inhale, breathing love into the body. Feel that love shining, feel the warmth, feel the healing. And then exhale, push it out of the body, out of every single pore, and hold, feel that love around the body, encapsulating the body. Inhale, breathing into the body. Hold, feel it, feel the body full of love, feel warmth, full of healing. Exhale, pushing the love out of the body. Hold, feel the love around your entire body, around your head, your torso, your legs. Continue that pattern on your own for the next few minutes. When you're ready, you can allow your breath to return to normal. Allow the breath come freely. Bringing your awareness back to this shared experience. When you're ready, you can open your eyes and rejoin us. So how was that technique? Thumbs up?
Liked it a lot.
Yeah? Are you able to like feel that? Like feel it in the body and then pushing out and surrounding the body?
I've done box breathing before. It's one of my favorites to focus midday, like during my lunch. I haven't done it with the love aspect, so I liked that added element.
Cool. Yeah. Yeah, that was my idea, to add the love part to it. Mhm. And actually, oh, go ahead.
No, I like that. I felt like I personally felt like there was actually like a force field, brings strength, I think too.
Yeah, I feel that too, and it feels, and I think it's very healing also to like bring the love out and then just like push it out through the entire body, you know, like out through all your pores. I feel, and then feel it like surrounding the body. I feel like that's very healing as well. Yeah. Cool. All right, so we're a little bit over time. Any final questions or comments? Everyone doing good? Cool. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you all for joining me. Hope you all have a wonderful evening, wonderful week. And I'll see you all the next time I see you.
Thanks, Matt.
Namaste.
Bye.
Bye-bye.